Hi everyone, welcome to this another video on Marketer YouTube channel. Hope it was a good trading day, and there is a big fight going on in the market between Nifty and Banknifty, possibly not actually between bulls and bears. So Nifty wants to come down and Banknifty wants to go up. So let's see some important data points. And before the disclaimer, please note the views what I mentioned in this video is a personal opinion, and any loss incurred by taking trades based on view, I am responsible. Please consult the financial advisor before taking any trades. So first data points, FIs made heavy purchase today in the index futures. From 13,000 contracts index futures, they have almost gone double. We can say double to 63,000 contracts. 60,000 contracts, and stock futures slightly they come down. Long calls they gone up, and here long puts also they gone up here. So overall they gone little robust and bought heavily in the index futures actually. And in case of clients they also become bullish here. They shorted heavily on the put options, and in the call options only 50% of the call options, and still holding the index futures. So they are also bullish. FI is also bullish. Corporate traders, what they are doing? They are bearish. So they are just holding some index short futures, and here they are holding some call shorts, and here put shorts 50% of it. Exactly opposite percentage of what clients are holding. In case of DAs, they will be always holding this stock futures, and if you see here, almost they used to hold 10 lakhs here before. With a lot of mutual funds are coming up and the aims are increasing, the index, what are the stocks they're buying, the hedging they will take also 12.5 lakhs of stock futures they're holding the short position as hedge for the what are the portfolio they're holding actually. So this is what are the overall position here. So definitely FIs are bullish, no doubt about this, and there will be a lot of traps for the bears only. That's what it looks like actually. Let us see. So one by one data points, everything also. And then next comes to the cash market. Cash market, not sure what is the problem today. We see this is automatically coming from system actually, and the money control is what is giving this data, and just copy pasted this data. So not sure. Normally in the companies people who are working on the this Excel file, they used to do the mistakes actually. So let us see this kind of mistakes money control does not do actually. So let us see. Let me just refresh again. When somebody would have highlighted this issue, if it's highlighted, then possibly they will fix the problem. Let me just refresh and see what is the problem. Okay, once again. The last time when I refreshed, it was having the same figure, both the same figures. So now as of now, same figure, and I need to check this again with the other websites also, because SEBI website is giving different figure, NSE is giving different figure also. So it's okay, but it's not making big difference in the trading strategies. Coming to the highest open interest, 38,000 call is the highest open interest. So now the range is set for 37,500, 38,000. This is the range set now. We can see almost 1.50% of the put options, the call options is shorter the put options here. So the option traders are, the put options particularly are expecting the market cannot go below 37,500, and they are expecting some good protection will come. And if you see here, 3800 call also is having some resistance here. 4 lakhs of put and 7 lakhs of call option. So the resistance is building up actually in 37,800, 30,000 actually. Normally this level we should not have the resistance here with the new breakout coming in the Banknifty actually. But let us see. And if you see in the case of options here, the highest open interest is building 38,000 call option. So possibly like all the retail traders are now building position here, expecting the breakout has come, and they should be able to make some money. But the breakout has just come on the upside, because the big trending move came on that upside yesterday. And here if you see here in case of Nifty, 17,600 is a very good open interest built up. You can see here for calls and put both actually equally. Then 18,500, 18,000, 78, 77 means people are heavily buying the call options, expecting that the market will, the Nifty will bounce on the upside actually. So there's a lot of call buying is happening actually, and option traders are using the opportunity to sell the call options. So we perceive that option traders are more intelligent than the option buyers, but nowadays it looks like option buyers are losing heavily because of this trending moves, and also with the low VIX happening and sudden trend moves happening, a lot of option traders are losing money. That's what it looks like. Both 50-50 possibly. It's not that both are making money. Option traders are losing sometimes and option buyers are losing sometimes. The probability of making money for both is not happening. So you have to be both option buyer and option seller both actually. That way you'll be able to make money. Only if option seller or only option buyer, you'll not be able to make money in this market. That is very, very clear. And coming to the highest operators, you can see here 37,500 call option. If you see here 1.4, the build up has happened here. Support is increasing actually today. 37,600 call option. Here also support has increased here. You can see the call option trading is almost same actually, but actually put option is increased from 2.2 lakhs to 2.9 lakhs, almost 3 lakhs actually. That is a sound call option. You can see here. Here also the build up is happening here, but here the put option build up is very high. 37,800. From 37,800 put option, you can see from 1 lakh to 4.3 lakhs. Okay, it has built up so much actually. And in case 37,900, 38,000. So 38,000 looks like as of now is a good resistance for the Bank Nifty in the current expiry. So accordingly, every raise will be used for shorting the 38,000 call options. That's what it looks like. And in case of in case open interest change, if you see the open interest change, it is very clear that Nifty has become weak here. 0.79 the PCR now from 1.34 has come to 0.79, and heavy shorting happened actually. That's the reason you can see 1.68 crores of a bearish position got built up today, and the total net position has come to 1 crore. And in case of Bank Nifty also, it has become weak now, and surprisingly, in spite of 1.17 lakhs of bearish position got built up, and 16 lakhs of build open interest is there in the bearish zone. Today, Bank Nifty gone up 143 points. So this is a divergence. Actually, it's looks like a trap. So that's what it looks like actually. In case of Singapore Nifty, if you see here, it is showing around 17 points down move actually, and in case of Dow Jones also 195 points down move. So looks like this negative divergence, whatever you can see in case of Bank Nifty, where in spite of building up so much of position, the Bank Nifty went up, means it's a short covering the last 30 minutes of the closing of market hours happened actually, and that is going to be possibly going to take a hit on the Monday actually, and possibly gap down is possible. That's what it looks like. And even the closing also, if you see here, let me just show you, because I was shorting the 37,500 call option also. 37,500 call option, we closed at 535 actually. The closing price was around 535 the closing time, but adjusted close is almost like you can see here 37,500 call option. 37,500 call option. The adjusted close is for 23rd September expiry 486. Almost 14 plus 35, roughly like 50 points has come down actually. Adjusted close has come down heavily on the closing hours actually. And here the VIX also, if you see here, VIX at 16,700. Let me just refresh this VIX also. VIX also has gone up by 15 actually. So all these days never we saw a closing of VIX above 15 for more than 1 day. Only 1 day we saw about 15. It closed around 15.11 actually. Okay, I think looks like it is refreshing. So we closed only 1 day above 15 actually, and after that never we closed above this. Now again it is closing 15.23, because slowly if you see here the VIX has been increasing to 13 level, same level it was consolidating, and 14 to 15 it was consolidating, and now it has started moving above 15 actually. So now it's a time to little precaution, because the technical sheet is indicating that Nifty, if you just see the Nifty, what's happening here, it is last time around Q25, this is a place where the consolidation is happening here. So it is trying to, it cannot go up, it cannot come down. It is frustrating all the traders here for a long time here. If you see from almost from June till end of July, almost 2 months, the Nifty was frustrating everybody, and then suddenly started moving on the upside actually after giving this breakout. And then similarly now what Bank Nifty is doing is now frustrating at the top here. It is not coming down also, and also not going up now. We just make some trend line here, roughly, and this is a place where we can see very clearly that Nifty is having a support here. Now it's very close support. If you see the Nifty is very close support, and any fall from here on very serious is going to be for Nifty, because everybody will try to exit Nifty. If you see today also the way how Nifty has fallen down, if you see the futures actually after hitting 17,800 on the futures, almost we fall 200 points from the high actually. So Nifty falling 200 points on intraday basis, and the two from 11 o'clock till 12 o'clock in just 1 hour, Nifty fell so fast. So this is the way how people want to exit. If this is the case in case intraday, then if Nifty starts correcting, real correction comes, then it's going to be disastrous, and it's going to be like a 200-300 points fall in no time. It can happen in case of Nifty. And now in case Nifty starts falling, then definitely The target is going to be at least 50% of this is where the breakout came here, around 16,600. 1,000 points Nifty correction can see in no time. But the problem is still we not got any signals, actually confirmed signals in daily chart here. Once you see a reversal in here Fisher, because this is the first signal we get and this trend line support is there. So till the trend line support is there, then definitely we have to wait for some time. We may miss some 500 points, but if you see here how what FIs have bought heavily, they bought index futures. So if they bought index futures very heavily, 23,000 contracts, then we have to think of shorting actually. So we have to be, because you can become bearish. As I told you, like you are going in 300-400 km speed on the highway and you want to make a U-turn reversal, then you make a roundabout, slow down and then reverse and then start reversing. So that's what is happening here. Now definitely here it's not that you just get into bearish mode now itself. Just wait, observe what's happening, and you just see the high energy candle also. Just see the high energy candle here still open equal to low only. Though the red candle we saw in the normal candle, high energy is never given, only one red candle we saw here starting from 30th July. So almost like 1.5 months into August, September, all 1.5 months. If you see, not a single red candle you can see in the high energy, and that daily charts. And in case of Bank Nifty also, if you see here, in case of Bank Nifty also, it's a clear open equal to the high energy candle, and it is very bullish. So still we don't see any red candle in the Bank Nifty or Nifty. And in case of a high energy candle, red candle you don't see. You should never go for shorting. You can see the down move coming. At that time, you just sell the put options, and the up move you can raise the call options. That's a scalping you can do otherwise. So till here also, if you see the breakout, just see the breakout here, and the break in the area where we saw the resistance last time in February, and that is the same place where now we are forming a spinning top. So spinning top normally is a topping out pattern actually, but the index is not dependable. All these technicals which are theoretical is not working in the index actually, particularly because a lot of interested parties are there in this index, and it is very difficult to manage sometimes, but it is being managed also by pushing one stock or other in the daily basis on upside downside, and that is way how it is being managed. Now all operators are in a problem now whether to bring down the Nifty. If Nifty has to come down, means banks has to support. Now how to manage this? IT has to come down, and banks also will come down, or Reliance has to come down, and everybody has to participate in pulling down Nifty. Okay, but Bank Nifty now a breakout has come here. Now if it falls here, then the problem is it becomes a double top here, and it's going to be very negative for the Bank Nifty actually. Now they have to, at any cost, they have to keep on holding the Bank Nifty on the upside here, because once we get some signal, everybody starts alert mode and then started buying the put options. And here also the trend line you can see here, very clear trend line you can see here. In case we break this, then only you can go for any buying put options are becoming bearish, because whatever the breakout we got here is also triangle pattern breakout what we saw here, and it is the breakout high we got almost like 37,000, and here you can see here roughly 36,000. 1,000 points we got roughly yesterday itself we got almost 37,000 to 30,000. We got the breakout already in case of Bank Nifty. So this breakout, whatever the targets achieved. Now the spinning top, if it has to work, means then the low has to break here. The low comes to around 37,425. And here our option chain also indicating that the 37.5 is very good support here. We saw here that the highest operators also we saw here 37.5 is very good support is there. So this expiry they will try to consolidate and expire out 37,500, and sudden move anything is there coming, because today Dow Jones just if you see in case of Dow Jones around 160 points only, not much actually, just it is a 0.5% only drip is there. So Nifty can trap, because everybody is looking for bearish. So once a bearish move comes on the Monday, seeing this they'll start buying the put options, and market can reverse possibly. Because my only support for bulls is that FA started buying now. FA started buying now heavily now here, but here cash market I'm not sure what is it happening here, but heavily they bought for last 4 days also. So FA is having a support here. They will try to hold the market for some time at least. They will not leave the market to fall immediately. They will try to hold, because they have to decide whether they want to take the market on the upside or downside. Open to switch on, because the VIX is very important indicator where it is giving some bearish indications actually above 15. So we have to be very closely watching for the SG in the India VIX. Now coming to the overall open interest, here you can see 1.7 crores of bearish position got built up in the 1.29 crores of bullish position created for the Nifty, and here the Bank Nifty is a bearish position for almost 7.5 lakhs actually. but only divergence happened today, because in spite of addition of 18 lakhs of bearish position, the bank nifty rose up by 143 points. This is a one bearish negative divergence actually. So if this divergence is working, then definitely we should see some 300 points at least, yeah, gap down in the bank nifty possibly. So that's the case. Then this divergence is confirmed actually that it's a trap for the bulls who bought in the last 15-30 minutes actually, who went for short covering actually. So they want to trap everybody. That is an adjusted close also has come to that's so much low in the closing time. And coming to strike PCR, the support is keep on increasing after the big move in the last 2 days. Now support is around 37,500 here. So in case of Bank Nifty and in case of Nifty, 17,500 this level support is there. So in case, in spite of the fall and rise, whatever we saw today, 36 is increased. The support has increased actually. It's not come down. So till the time we don't break 37,500, no problem for the bulls. That breakout already is there. That breakout will work. So here the short strategy people in the loss actually deep loss now. That is 900 already. That is a 1,000 points move has come actually. So they also don't want to lose actually. They will try to pull down here. Consolidation should happen because everybody after the big move now they are in trending mode. So trending mode, people are buying the call options and they're getting trapped. So now you have to be very, very careful. Buying the call options is trending. That's the reason you have to be practicing for buying options also, selling options both. That's the biggest problem. Once you start practicing both, then you have a comfortable zone in the bank nifty trading. And here, but Nifty, if you see what are the loss they are seeing here, they will try to manage to protect here the short saddle. And I'm not expecting the breakout to come on upside. The cube 26 whatever we saw here, this cube 26 should be holding now. And I'm expecting that we may not break this cube 26 on the upside here. And if there's a high chance that we may break down actually, because after this very too much of run up actually happened here without any correction. So without correction, market going like this is a big danger for the market, and the fall can be very disastrous. So once we get into that mode, you saw the GAN fan also, which I mentioned actually. See the GAN fan, what I mentioned here, it has been going from here, starting from March 2020. The GAN fan is indicated at 45-degree angle. Keep on going here at a stretch, and it is like it is trying to extend itself to the extent possible maximum. And it's a greed. What is showing is a greed actually. The greed is very, very high for the traders, and then keep on pushing the market. Liquidity is very, very high. Anytime it can break. If you see here, it wants to break anytime, but just holding on, going. And the fall comes, definite target should be around 14 those levels. This is the angle 2/1, the target we should be expecting for the Nifty once the fall comes sustains, because last time when it got supported here, the fall came for 3-4 weeks actually after it started moving on upside and keep on catching the 45-degree angle. So this angle also you can have a look at it in the weekly charts here. Let us just put some very close angle. It makes no difference actually. So something like any close below the previous week close. If you see low, previous week low, whatever you see here now for the week, the low is around 17,270. So in case we go below 17,270, then that's a time you would be alertful for shorting, or 17,000 very, very safe. So 200 to 300 points if you miss, no problem, but you have a lot to capture here. You can see 2,000, 3,000 points, minimum 1,000 points you should be able to capture in case of Nifty if the fall comes. And going to the open interest change, if you see here today, in case of Bank Nifty, call options heavily rating. You can see here the only support that you have is 30,000 put option. For one put option, you can see 4 call options actually. The amount is very, very small, but at least the reasonable amount is 3,200 call option, 30,000 call option, both are there. And next support comes 37,500 also is not there actually. 37,500 is a little low actually. 37,800 put option is there. So 37,800 put option, 37,800 call option, and that should be supporting here. And a lot of call options you can see shorting is happening actually in case of Bank Nifty. People are not confident about the breakout because Nifty is pulling down actually. So once Nifty starts pulling down, definitely the Bank Nifty also can join the journey. Let us see, because it's a do or die for Bank Nifty. Now in case of Nifty, if you see here, heavy call rating seen in case of the Nifty actually. In the top 10, 15, whatever you can see, only 2 contracts put options there. The only support is 17,600 put option. For one put option, you can see so much of call option being sold, and the ratios possibilities being sold. That's what is happening in case of Nifty. And Lakshman Rekha is indicating that definitely it is all positive only, and the support will break only below 36,700, 36,500. We have a lot of space there, and the premium has come down heavily. The premium has come down the closing hours. A lot of adjusted closes there. because some place spot you can see there is an 812 and some place showing there is 840. I'm not sure what is the exact close actually. Here that is 850 is the futures close, so the premium come down very sharply down. So definitely Bank Nifty, the closing is not looking good actually, but the breakdown has to sustain, and then possibly that like Nifty how the spending around Q25, the Bank Nifty also can be spending time between 30,500 30,000 for some time, and then give breakout. And coming to the next thing is your future open interest. In case of Bank Nifty, you can see here a lot of open interest got squared off actually long unwinding was seen here, and in case of Nifty, if you see here short unwinding, okay, a small number 40 points, so it doesn't make any big difference actually. So open interest come down heavily actually in case of Nifty. So rollover, okay, just we go it now. Nifty, in case of Nifty, you can see as a Bank Nifty, the PSC, the pivot point has not come down actually, and Nifty also you can see pivot point has not come down, this swing has not come. In case we break 17,300 here Nifty, then only the problem can come in case of Nifty, and in case of Bank Nifty, the swing low is around at 50% somewhere here. That doesn't fine. We should see some correction below this. Then only some problem can come. Cash market, nobody's bothered. Market is keep on rising only. All the entire broader market is bullish about 20 moving average, and the position indicating that 37,000 level, 30th September the expiry. In case of Bank Nifty, 37,000 level in the futures, below that only you can think of any shorting opportunity. Otherwise, you cannot think of any shorting opportunity. And in case of Nifty, the shorting opportunity comes below the 17,500. So very close we are now actually. 76.3 is the closing. 17,500, because if you see the buy signal what we got here starting from 2nd August now, almost 1.5 months old now, this buy signal without any correction we are going now. Only 2 times, this 2 days we got some whipsaw actually. After that again we started moving on the upside. So 17,500. So I am expecting 17,000 should be tested before September possibly, if the correction starts very seriously, supported by the global markets. If global market is not supporting, then we should do consolidation only, because one after other keep on increasing. FIs are supporting the market on the upside actually. If they are supporting the market, then we cannot push down, because DAs are not going to pull down the market. They are always there to push the market on the upside. Retailers also, everybody is bullish only. So only if FIs decided to pull down the markets, then only the markets can come down. So you have to follow FIs for that pulling down factor. And in case of okay, this one we saw here. Bank Nifty, okay, let me just show you 20 moving average, 50 moving average also. So in case of this one, you can see 20 moving average is above 50 moving average, and no way the selling has come. But in case of Nifty, just see the Nifty, what's happening here. You can see the MACD is giving some sell signal here, topping out pattern here. So stay cautious Nifty actually. So Nifty may be possibly doing some consolidation, but backtick can rise easily 1,000 to 2,000 points without any problem. In no time we can just see the ratio. The ratio which I told you was that let me just load new chart layout. So yesterday I showed the Bank Nifty ratio actually. Okay, I think the chart layout is full actually. I'm not sure what is the chart layout. Okay, no problem. We'll see later then that one. So this is the case for the Nifty, Bank Nifty. So hope you like the video. So definitely it is time to be cautious slightly, but not bearish or buying the put options actually. So on price you can buy the put option, because today we saw the correction. What we saw in Nifty is not something normal. Definitely we look for something like this. If you saw here, this kind of days where from the high 72.25 to 200 points correction we saw here on this date on 1st September. Again after some time we are seeing some correction actually, means some dip we saw actually. And what means it comes rarely 2 times 3 times in a month only, but we saw this already. But nothing to panic, and still we have a lot of space unless we go below 20 moving, at least 20 moving average we should see below this for you to become bearish. Till the time trying to sell some call options instead of buying put option, you can sell call options, and that's a better way to make money actually in case of Nifty. Once we saw confirmed signal on sell, then you can go for buying the put options actually. So let me just, somebody asking me the GAN fan for the Bank Nifty. Let me just GAN fan for Bank Nifty also. So let me just show the GAN fan. Yeah. So this is the GAN fan for the Bank Nifty actually. Let me just show. Okay. Now you can see here, this is the place where we have the support here. We'll be getting support here continuously now. So unless we see a breakdown below this low, this current week low, whatever is there is 36,329. We have almost 1,800 points here. Entire move whatever is there, below this only we can see some negative moves. So till the time you can below the previous, keep the 30,000 as the support here. Below this only we can see some negative moves. Above that definitely it's bullish only, and we have been getting very good support 45 degrees now. Let us see, hold for some time and don't become too much bearish and buy put options because it can trap you always. Okay, let us see. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like the channel. Thank you. Bye.